Oh man, it is cold today, so hopefully wherever you are, you're nice and warm. I'm not, but I'm on the way to the first challenge, so I'm kind of putting the cold in my back pocket because I feel a lot more excited than I do cold at the moment. We'll see if that wears off. I'm Philip, by the way.
I'm so excited because I've been anticipating the start of this game for months now, or ever since I applied, and now it's just a matter of days before I get to play, which is so crazy.
I'm Parker. I'm a castaway on season 4 of Survivor.
Hey Survivor, my name is Julia. I am a first year this year, and this is my first time playing Survivor at Syracuse.
My name is Savannah. I'm a sophomore from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I'm so excited to be playing Survivor Syracuse. I'm a huge Survivor fan, so hopefully that will help me when it comes to winning this game.
Hello, my name is Ben Dross. I'm a junior. I'm a sport management major, and I'm very, very excited to be playing Survivor this season. I cannot wait to get started. I have spent all of break strategizing, which is going to be really lame if I don't get to use any of it, but I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm going to hopefully make some nice moves and be active in this game.
I don't know if I'm supposed to introduce myself, but my name is Mel. Former now, Vice President of Survivor Syracuse. I also don't know if I have a bigger target on my back because I have like this previous position and like Vice President, like co-founder nonsense.
I am anxious to see who else is playing, who the returning players are. I've decided that I really don't want people to know that I've been kind of like on e-board or I've been involved in Survivor because I feel like they would think that I have like some sort of advantage even though I have no idea any of the challenges. I know nothing.
It's kind of weird not knowing anybody else that's going to be competing, not having met anybody yet. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what other types of people are going to be competing against, everything like that. But I think it'll be a really good time.
I was thrown into this last minute, and so because of that, I didn't know what to expect, didn't know the type of people who would be on Survivor Syracuse, but really good first impressions of everybody there.
I got a chance to ask a Boston Rob a question, like the real Boston Rob. It was pretty cool. Anyways, I asked Boston Rob a question. I said, what advice do you have for not being an early boot? And he said 3 important things. So the first thing is I need to make sure not to stand down. Don't be that guy. That's his words. Second thing, make sure not to be the weakest link. Self-explanatory. So really hoping I do well in this challenge. And then third of all, pick the battles you know you can win. Obviously, it's just the first day. No tribal tonight. Just gonna be meeting some people. Not a lot of strategy going on. Hopefully not too much strategy going on tonight. But picking the battles that I can win is an important part of my game.
Our first challenge is on Sunday. I'm pretty excited for that, honestly. Maybe a little bit nervous. I've been trying to think of stuff that I might like need for Survivor before I actually go to school, because I'm not gonna have a car or anything, so maybe I'll need to drive somewhere, but honestly I have no idea. I've got my brain, I got my body. What more do you need, you know?
Alright, it's the day before the big day, the first episode, the first challenge. It is all happening tomorrow. The one thing is, it's gonna be snowing like crazy, and I'm from California. I'm not used to this, so I might die in the first challenge, but in case I don't, and if I don't, you know, I'm gonna win this season. I'm gonna go big, go home. I'm gonna be all nice guy in person, but then behind the scenes, I'm gonna cut them all out. I am going to be the mastermind, the puppet master. Nah, I'm just playing. It's gonna be a fun season, and I cannot wait, but I'm very, very nervous. I'm a huge Survivor fan, but this is just giving me a little bit of paranoia. I think it's already starting. I mean, that's the whole thing of Survivor, right? Anyways, paranoia.
My goal when I get there day one is going to be to see what type of game people are going to want to play. Because I think that there's a lot of skill that goes into Survivor in terms of knowing when to make the right moves and being a physical challenge to that and finding idols. But the most important thing is being able to read people, and a lot of that's luck in terms of who you get to play the game with. Is this going to be a game that's going to be really built on trust, and people are going to take blindsides really personally, and alliances are going to be intense and hard to break free from? Or is this going to be a game where people are going to understand, look, it's a game. You got to do what you got to do to survive.
I want to try to talk to as many people as I can, start an alliance as early as I can, maybe like get food with people after or something, and really try to get the numbers early on, but not be seen as the ringleader and not be seen as someone who's like organizing everything.
To get my game started on the right foot right from day one, I really want to try and make that day one alliance. I think if I can find 3 or 4 solid people on my tribe, we can form an alliance that's trustworthy, that is strong, and can hopefully go all the way to the merge, if not all the way to the end.
My plans for the first couple days, I'm really worried about my game pre-merge. Like, I think I'm more of like, I think I'm going to be a stronger independent player than I am quote-unquote team player. Like, that's the way I see it. Like, up to the merge is like a group game, and then after the merge is an independent game. And I think people respect that more. So I'm nervous about like my group dynamics, so I'm a little worried about my game pre-merge. So kind of my way of combating that is to at least have like one other person that's gonna be like my ride or die for every decision, and then like after the merge, or if there's a tribe swap and we split up, that's fine, but like at least just to get me to the merge.
Making first impressions is gonna be really important for me, and I'm always more of like a get to know you kind of guy, not really like a first impressions person. So I'm gonna be having to crank up my, my inhibition factor by like 100 if I really want to get good, but hopefully it'll be all right.
My game plan for the first day is to make friends, and that is about it. That is all I intend to do on the first day. That being said, my biggest concern for day one is making friends, because I don't know who's gonna be there. I don't know what it's gonna be like.
For the first challenge, I'm just gonna try to be nice to everybody, but depending on who the returning players are, I'm gonna make an alliance pretty soon.
I kind of want to be known as the nice girl right off the bat and try to get people to like me, because I need all the help I can get. I want to make alliances right off the bat.
I watched every single season of my mom was like, I watched literally every season, and my mom is like so pumped I'm doing this. She's like, you have to call me when you're done. Like, I want to know. She's way too into.
My strategy is going to be just like be as social as possible with other castmates. Just like try and start forming alliances off the bat on day one, and hope that those alliances are strong enough to get me through whatever tribal I'm in. Fingers crossed that I won't be in the first tribal.
Day one goals are to get there, maybe not talk to everybody, but at least talk to like a group of, at least a group on my tribe, not focus on the other tribe yet, but focus on my tribe and kind of just gaining a little bit of trust with each of them, like get phone numbers, be able to like talk to people and stuff. And of course I want to perform well in the challenge, because I said that I was going to do that, and if I don't, then I'm going to look really freaking stupid if I don't perform good.
I'm hoping to play it so that at whatever time I need, I can play, a physical game so that I can get through it myself, but at the same time play a social enough game to the point where I can, have like alliances and friends and utilize those as I need to get me as far as I can in this game.
I'm a little nervous. Actually, I'm like incredibly nervous. I can't stop thinking about it because there's just so many thoughts that are going in my head, like just too many. Like how am I gonna interact? Are people gonna like me? Am I gonna go far? I don't know. I don't want to be the first out. I really don't, but I wouldn't be surprised if I am.
I'm super excited and I'm really nervous that I'm gonna get voted out first, but I'm not gonna get voted out first. I know that in my heart. I'm okay. If I get voted out first, oh well.
I want to win that first challenge. I do not want to go to the first tribal. I would like to Stay away from tribal because you can do a lot of stuff to protect yourself when you get to tribal, but the easiest way to not go to tribal is just win immunity.
I really hope that I win my first challenge. I do not want to be going to tribal the first week at all.
I don't want to look too far ahead. I really just want to make sure that I can get some solid relationships going now so that in the event that I am going to tribal this week, I am on the right side of the vote because my brother, if anyone who watched season 2, my brother Aaron was in season 2 and he got voted out first. So I'm really hoping that doesn't happen to me. So I just want to be on the right side of the vote this week and hopefully make it to the merge and maybe even to the end.
What's up? It's your boy, Jason Gary Connolly, coming back at you with the first vlog of the series. You coming in or what?
I thought you were going to introduce me.
No, I'm not going to introduce you.
Oh, okay.
What's up? This is my roommate, Derek. Survivor legend, Derek Rosen.
I'm his mentor. I'm going to make sure he wins this game.
Yeah. Funny story. I don't know anything about Survivor at all.
I've watched a lot of regular Survivor. I've watched a lot of Survivor Syracuse. I have a lot of friends who are interested in the show. I've talked about this with them. Get their head space figured out. I'm excited.
I've been going over pretty much every single twist scenario in my head, barring some kind of similar to the snake twist from season 2. Also, speaking of season 2, I just want to say that I called Austin as my winner from before the season started.
I also just finished watching the second season of Survivor. I watched the first and second.
I just finished watching season 2 and I had a really good time watching it and learning from those players.
I've been seeing a lot of moves on there that I want to hopefully try to replicate.
Hopefully I can take some of that stuff that I learned and improve this game.
It's Luke's last season. There's no way he would go out without doing a season with returning players, I feel like. So I don't know how many returning players there's going to be, whether it's a whole tribe and then new players, or whether it's one or a couple new returning players per tribe of new players. I don't know.
Luke, Paul, and I got lunch, and without knowing I was playing, Paul started talking about his whole strategy about the season, and I didn't know how to react because I was like, this is such insider information, but also when we get to the season, as in tomorrow, what is he gonna think of the fact that I just heard him say how he's gonna backstab everybody and do this and that and I'm gonna align with whatever people and nah.
I might be a fucking bitch to the heart, but at least I don't smile in all these girls' faces like you. It's senior college.
I think Paul is playing. I think Casey's playing. Jake Niebuhr isn't there either. If he's playing, I'm gonna be shook.
I have ideas who maybe would play, but I have no idea if they definitely would. So I think I'm just gonna, be nice, meet new people, just do the challenge to the best of my ability, and not say I've been here since the beginning. So I feel like that sounds like a threat. But I'm really excited, can't wait.
So, 3 months of preseason interviews, all those meetings, all those contracts, all those boring talks, and we're finally here. First day of Survivor Syracuse. That being said, I've taken a good time to know all of you individually from the Zoom, FaceTimes, or whatever we've had. I've watched all of your vlogs, very excited about this season. That being said, we have a change for this season. This is not season 4, this is season 5. Look around you guys are all new players. You might be wondering why you guys are all new players. That's because this semester, there's actually 2 seasons of Survivor Syracuse going on. The other season, season 4, Survivor Syracuse Heroes vs. Villains, is Survivor Syracuse seasons 1 to 3, where all 20 returnees are coming back for a season. That's a separate season to your season. You guys are starting a new era of Survivor Syracuse, an era that unfortunately I will not be the host for. That being said, your season is called Survivor Syracuse, a new era. Look at that. So that being said, I'll still be on standby, I'll still be here, you'll still send me your vlogs, I'll still be annoying as usual. With that being said, we have actually a dual host for you guys. They played before, Andrew and Mike. So give it up for Andrew and Mike. Any game guys first? Take it away, guys.
Awesome. Well, as you guys all know, me and Mike and Sabrina as well, we were all here for all of your interviews. We've been watching everything. We're very excited. It's very interesting to be on the opposite side of things for once compared to when we played in season 2. But we could not be more excited. We just wanted to talk to you guys. How you guys feeling?
Good. Please, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited and a little nervous.
How's the vibe with everyone? How was meeting everyone?
It was good. I like everyone here seems really cool. I feel like everyone is like really chill. We vibe. I haven't met everyone yet, and I'm sorry in advance if I forget your name. But I think everyone here is really awesome, and I'm excited.
Nice. What about you, Eli? How are you feeling?
I'm excited to meet people and just become friends with everyone.
Awesome, awesome. Mario, how are you feeling? Are you feeling intimidated by anyone? Looking forward to meeting people?
So, like, nice. It's so exciting to like meet everyone. Finally be like out or something.
And how about all the snow that's around right now? Andrew, we're in the elements, just like the regular show. How do you think that's gonna affect you this season?
I don't know. I mean, I like the snow. It's not too bad so far today. I'm looking at the challenge set up behind us, and I'm a little nervous. I got my boots on. I got my gloves on. Ready to just get started. Yeah.
Awesome. So, with that, are you guys ready to find out your new tribes?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll give you guys a few minutes. Oh, also, we have one person not here today. His name is Jason Connolly.
Hi guys, I'm Jason. I'm a TRF and ENG dual major, and I couldn't be there today because I had an unexpected death in my family, so I had to come home this weekend. So sorry that I'm not there, and I don't know what tribe I'm going to be in, but I look forward to meeting all of you, and good luck.
He's on the blue tribe. He will be, I believe he will be here as of later today.
He had an emergency come up, but he is playing, and he will be able to meet you.
Welcome to your first challenge of this new season, blind dizziness. So this is how it's going to work. Each tribe is going to pick one person. That person is going to be your caller. They're going to communicate everything to you. They're going to stand somewhere over here. Everyone else will have their bluffs over their eyes. You'll be blindfolded. You'll be doing 7 dizzy bat spins. Alright, we'll do 6 dizzy bat spins.
That's hard.
5 dizzy bat spins. Alright, I'm being too harsh. 5 dizzy bat spins. After that, you get your caller has to direct you to this plank over here where there's a bucket and a small auto plushie. While blindfolded still, you need to make the plushie into the bucket. The goal is to have the caller help you when you miss. After you make it, you take off your blindfold and go to the back of the line. The caller also is responsible for placing the auto back on the plank and telling the next person when to go. You will all be blindfolded from the start, and after everyone makes it, first team to have everyone back together in a group, not like a straggler or anything, will be the winner of the challenge and will not go to tribal council this week. Whoever goes first for you will go again as the last person. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to strategize. We'll get started in a minute.
Colorado, we got Will Collins, now starting. For the Shallow, we got Brianna Collins, Casey starting, she's going twice. On my mark, Survivor's ready. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4. Casey falling right off the back. Casey fell. Mel's making moves. Right. Casey slow and steady. Come back. Let's up here right. You just stepped on the plate. Challenge with some good communication right now.
Go back. 2 steps back.
Mel's doing around right now.
You're right in front. You're on the wrong side of the board. So 2 steps back.
Right in front of you.
You just stepped on the board.
There it is.
To the right. No, 2 steps to the right.
Don't do like too white, but just like awesome.
No.
Both teams taking the first shot. Mel misses to start.
Now shoot.
Casey misses to start. Mel close. Casey hits the bucket. This is a tough challenge. It's cold. There's wind. You can't see anything. You'll be dizzy.
Yes, you got it.
Casey makes it. Casey, go back.
Julian, start spinning.
Shallows run their second person. Mel's still shooting. Julian's on the move. Mel makes it. Mel's done. Marcel can go. Luke, that's Will's go.
You're right in front of the plate.
Julian makes it to the play. She's got the plushie. Marcel's in the vortex. Marcel's in the vortex. He's going the completely wrong way. He's walking off the course. Oh my. Corrado is in trouble right now. He's on the move. He's coming right at me. Oh! He's coming right at me. Keep going to the left. Shallows are on their next person. Marcel is getting closer, but he's still a bit of ways away.
That way?
Right.
I'm not going to touch it.
Back there with Zach. No, back up a little bit.
You're so close.
Turn to your right.
Are you like 2 more?
Marcel is almost there. Mel is almost there.
Okay.
Alright, now go 1 more step forward.
Marcel is shooting. He's off.
Right in front of the board. Okay,
Huh?
to the right? Right.
We're going someone's hat. Huh? I have Marcel's hat and I'm not wearing it. Very warm.
Andrew, make the first shot. Andrew with some good power. Ross is now spinning out the gate.
Ben Ross is now spinning. He's already falling over, but he retains his balance. Marcel's still shooting. Ross is in the mud. Or snow, I should say. This is going to be a great cut. Come to the camera. Marcel is close. No, back up. You're not involved. Back up. Zach. Marcel is close, but he's struggling. Ross is going to the flank. Oh, Marcel hits the rim twice and bounces out. And Marcel makes it. Maddie started.
Yeah.
Eli is doing the straightest beauty back technique I've ever seen. Marcel back his head. Eli's getting to the front. Maddie's going the wrong way.
Eli's close. Left on the play. Eli's got the auto. Shot.
Okay. Straight. Just keep on going straight.
Maddie's almost at the play. Maddie's at the play. Maddie fell. She had it for a second.
Keep your hand behind. Keep moving it back. On that board, just keep it.
The plushie is like the snow. She just touched it. She visualized it. Maddie got it. Maddie, Maddie, take a step back for me.
Yeah, it's to the right.
Maddie, bring that right foot back for me. I'll fix that back after.
Yeah, well, you go over to the left.
Maddie's shooting. Maddie's first shot hits off the bucket. Savannah started spinning. Maddie hits the rim again. It's fun. Maddie hits him again. She's so close. Savannah's making her way to the play. Maddie hits her for the fourth time in a row. She's right there. There it is. In the bucket. Maddie's done. Emma can go. Hold on. Savannah's stepping all over right now. He's got the auto. I fixed the play. Emma's already in the snow. Emma's wobbling. Emma's wobbling. But she's going forward. Mike. Emma's getting there. Savannah shoots. Way over. Maddie's at the first. Emma's at the first. Emma makes the first try. Mario can go. Mario can go. Another shot. This is good. Mario's taking a while to start. Charlotte's got the lead right now. Once Savannah makes it, they'll get this one. We're so close. Morato's spinning. Mario's done spinning. Mario's figuring it out. Savannah tried very hard, but did not make it into the bucket. Overshooting it again. Mario found the plushie. Mario's shooting. His first shot misses. Savannah made it. Parker's on the move. He's in the vortex. God, my voice is cracked. I haven't shouted this much in a long time. Put that in the editor right now. Shout out Sabrina. Put that in the editor. I'm talking to you in the editor. Mario shooting again. Misses. Parker's wobbling. Parker's stumbling right now. Parker's getting help from Brianna. Mario off the rim. Mario misses again. Parker's at the play. Parker's trying to find the plushie. Mario misses again.
You got it. Perfect.
Mario so close. No cigar. Mario misses again.
That was good. A little to the right.
It's all about communication. I can't communicate. My voice is cracking. It's a bit embarrassing. Oh, even that was hard to Mario makes it. Everyone can go.
Take your time. We're
Mario trying to get the late post.
Yeah.
They've got 3 left.
A little less.
Yellow's waiting for Parker to make the decision to take a foul run. Everyone's on the line. Everyone's close.
You got it.
Parker starts. Parker makes it. Casey can start. Shadows is on their last person. Move your hips back. Parker, you go back there. No, you more to the right. Everyone's shooting again. Overshoots it.
Casey's trying to find a way back to the play. Shallow's trying to close it out. Oh my lord, this is so bad. I think I'm practically yelling in the shower or something.
You got this. Let's go, Casey.
I don't know how. I guess you don't need to speak accused yet. There's the stuff you get on New Era. You get the real me. Casey does the play. Looking for the plushie. Emily's shooting again. Gets off rim. Casey has the plushie. If she makes this, gets to her group, it's over. Casey off the rim. Emily off the rim.
Trying to get the back here.
Casey, Emily's in. Phil can start. Casey is dead.
Murata's got to pick it up if they want a chance. Casey just missed it again.
Murata trying to make a late push.
Casey hits the shot.
Casey makes it. Casey has to join the group. Casey has to join the group. Casey has to join the group. God, my voice is crying so much right now. I haven't yelled this much in so long. Alright, she's going back here.
Alright. Congratulations, Shallows. You guys have won immunity this week. Come and get it. You guys are safe from tribal council this week. None of you will be the first person voted out of this game. For Murata, I'm sorry. Me and Andrew will be seeing you guys at tribal council. One of you will be the first person voted out of this game. So you got a week to strategize, figure it out. I'll see you then. I got nothing else for you.
I feel amazing. We won the first challenge. I'm so excited. Just such a relief, and I can't wait for next week. I feel like we have a really, really good challenge.
I'm kind of disappointed in our team, but we did pretty good. It was a really hard challenge. I feel like I messed up the most. I feel like I took forever, but I was so out of it when I was blindfolded. But hopefully I'm not the first out, and we could change the target to someone else, so we'll see how that goes.
Just got back from my first challenge. It went really well. I'm on the Shallows tribe, which is fun.
But basically, since we won, everyone has just been thinking about the hidden immunity idol.
Before we even got the clue, Brianna texted me and she said, do you want to come? And we kind of talked a little, so like we were kind of like forming a little like friendship already, and she says, do you want to come look? Before we even gotten the clue. So I'm like, this girl is going.
Andrew and Eli want to go look for it together, but if I can find it before anyone, that's ideal.
I know I shouldn't go look by myself, because then if I find it, then I'm going to be lying to them, and I already like, the game starts so fast, man. Like, do I really want to start playing that hard already? But then what happens if I then want to use it, and then they will know that I lied to them, and this is already my strongest relationship so far. So I think I'm going to wait and hope that no one else in the tribe finds it before me.
We're looking for the idol clue.
We just got the first clue and we're looking for the idol.
First of all, the idol, because we did promise to idol vlog.
Yeah, so
I think I saw it and I saw like the blinking light up in the air, and
yeah.
I used to live on the mount and they used to call it the Drunken North Star. So I think that's it. So we're gonna go do a loop. So we're gonna go look around the drunk stairs and then come down the regular mount stairs.
The clue's really broad, and I don't know what lights I'm looking for. I don't think I'm gonna find it myself. We're gonna give it a shot. I'm just happy that we won our challenge this week, one step at a time.
The clue is about like something being bright and following lights. So my first instinct was something about stars, and then I opened the Syracuse map and I saw Shine, Student Center, and I was like, okay, maybe Shine?
It says something about like a beacon of light and something about like seeing it at night and day, so we immediately assume Day Hall, the beacon of light that's at the top of it. It's like, it's gotta be there.
The light, like you can see this light anywhere on campus or some shit like that. And the only light you can see anywhere on campus is the one on top of Day Hall. So that's the only place it could be. I don't know where it is up there. The point is, I live 2 miles away from Day Hall, and I can't go park up there because I'm not a freshman or anything.
You can't after 5.
Well, I'm not gonna schlep my way up the whole mount just to go like scrounge in the snow for this idol.
We've been searching for this idol for a little over an hour now. We looked all across the entire mount, around both buildings. We've now just looked around the Hendricks Chapel and the flags and stuff.
Funny enough, I think I'm the only one who knows where the idol is. Like, I figured it out immediately when Luke sent the thing, but I'm way too lazy to go get it.
How stupid do you think people are?
He solved the idol clue. Like, I think he got it right.
I was like in the thing, and they were like, "Does anyone know where the idol is?" And I'm like, "Do you guys not?" And they were like, "No, I'm pretty sure it's here. I'm pretty sure it's here. I think it's here." And I was like, "You guys are stupid."
Jason,
it's up at Day Hall.
Jason.
Yeah, what's up?
If you say that you know where the idol is.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna go get it, so I don't care.
I understand.
The point is, I know where it is, but
but
I'm not gonna go get it.
Jason,
I don't care.
You have to understand that everybody in this game doubts everything you say. If you say that you know where the idol is, somebody might start to think maybe Jason has the idol.
He said it was a day. Because he said day's got like a big light. I never lived in day. I never lived on the mountain. I had no idea. And like there's day and the clue, and like his explanation made a lot of sense. And he just told us it. And he was like, I don't feel like going to get it. I don't think he realizes what he did.
I told them all on Zoom, because we played Among Us the other day, like the tribe, to get to know each other. And, you know, first of all, I think I made a good impression. I'm making allies, slowly but surely.
We had our Zoom meeting as a tribe. We met this Jason dude who's really humor, and Casey's just such a sweet person.
But I told them, I was like, oh yeah, the idol's on Day Hall. Like, I know it's up there. And they were like, what? No, it's not. There's no way. And I'm like, God damn it.
Jason is the only person on our tribe who isn't a Survivor fan. It'll be interesting to see if that works for or against him.
We went through all of the mount. It was me, Andrew, Brianna,
Julia, and Parker.
And Parker, yeah.
You also really like Savannah.
Yeah, Savannah we love. Yeah.
And then we're gonna figure out who else.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, there could be something, a nice little majority alliance forming there.
Yeah.
Which would be nice.
Maybe Savannah too.
And it's basically me, Parker, Brianna, Andrew, Eli, and Julia. And so I feel really comfortable with this group. We were kind of just talking, like, even before we got split into tribes yesterday, but when we were all, like, mingling, I found myself kind of, like, talking to these people the most. So I was very happy that we all ended up in the same tribe. And I really think this group of 6 could go pretty far, definitely to the merge. So I'm very happy about that.
I really want Savannah to be the person that I trust in this game and to kind of be my duo. I kind of mentioned it to her. I don't really know how she feels about it. I know it might be a bit too early in the game, but like some of the best alliances in Survivor history have come from like day 1 or 2. So I asked her that at the end of day 2. I thought it was reasonable. I think she's on board, but I can't really confirm. But like Savannah, if there's one person in my alliance that I think I trust the most or I want to trust the most, it would be Savannah.
Eli actually asked me for a final 2, which is very exciting. I wasn't really thinking about kind of asking anyone for a final 2, especially not this early. But since he asked, I am not going to deny it. And we kind of just talked about having a strategy where we keep bigger targets in the game to kind of like shield us so that no one is coming for us.
I ran into Eli at the dining hall. He had blown me off for idol hunting. He'd been kind of weird about it. He thought someone already found it. He assured me, like, he was like, I thought someone found it. Like, we had a really good conversation. We talked about how we both had been talking to Julia. I'll get to in a second. And it was good. It was a good conversation. I feel like he actually did, like, have a reason to not be idol hunting that night. It would have been dark. It would have been cold. I really don't blame him.
I'm gonna look for that idol until I find it.
I went idol hunting with Julia for a little bit. We didn't actually hunt. Like, we walked around, but we had no idea where it was. And we talked about it. We both talked to Eli. We made the comment, wouldn't it be nice for a little trio? So I hope they're down for that.
Julia went with Ben just to kind of keep him occupied because Ben kept asking Julia and Eli to go, and they kept kind of like brushing it off because they didn't want to. And we were like, you know what, just go with him. He'll think you guys are tight. Like, he'll think the 3 of you in alliance, it'll work out.
One of my friends was like, be careful that you aren't the 3rd one. But I don't really care if I'm the 3rd one right now because I have no idea what's going to happen at Tribal. And if the 3 of us are together, we just need to pull in 2 more people.
But they all stopped.
They stopped a long time ago. So there's a chance We're not giving up yet.
Yeah.
We still got a whole campus to look at.
They said they were cold. They didn't all leave together. I know Julia went back to her dorm. Brianna and Parker left together, but they got there together.
So it's possible they have it. We're gonna keep looking.
Yeah.
I might have. I hope so. I didn't open it. Oh, I didn't open it yet. Oh my god. I can't. I'm like freaking out. I'm so happy. Okay. So, for like a full update, I just went idol hunting with like too many people. So, Eli and Andrew texted me. Okay, first of all, I really hope this is it because if it's not, that's gonna be super embarrassing. Should I open it? I'm gonna open it first, and then I'll tell the story. Please, God. Be a fucking idol. Oh my God, I'm not supposed to first. Please be an idol. Please, please, please. Oh, I'm gonna cry everywhere. I'm gonna bawl my eyes out and cry. Ah! I'm so happy. Okay. Oh my God. Please. Oh. Okay. Whew. Okay, I got the paper. Oh my God, this is the best day ever. Oh my God. Hidden Immunity Idol, congratulations. You have found a new era tribe hidden immunity idol. This is the beginning of and the dawn of a new era. When played at tribal council, any vote cast against you will not count. If you intend to play the idol with someone else, you must not do so anytime, but you must do so anytime before the votes are read. The last time to play this idol is final 5. If you wish to hand this idol off to someone in the game, you must create a group chat with Luke, yourself, and the person you want to hand it off to, and both partners must sign off if they agree. Be sure to vlog this moment, and any additional questions, text President Luke. Please return back to... Oh my God, this is literally the best thing ever. Oh!
We've now been out for a little over 2 hours. We have not
Basically
found...
since the challenge ended.
Yeah. We have not found anything. We think... we're going to go back out again tomorrow. We're going to invite Julia, Parker, and Brianna to come with us. Hope maybe they'll come. We think it's possible that they have it and they're lying to us.
So I went... Here's the story. So I went with... So Eli and... Eli and Andrew texted me and they were like, let's go idol hunting at 4. I couldn't wait till 4. I needed to get it. So I started going down the mount steps. I had really no idea where it was. When I first read the text, I was like, oh, it's a day. And I live in Day. So I was like, okay. When I first started going down the mount steps, I saw Brianna and Parker. And I was like, oh my God, looks like we're doing the same thing. So we looked all over, like we went to the observatory because the stars, like we looked everywhere. And then we eventually circled back to Day and we met up with Eli and Andrew. So it was me, Brianna, Parker, Eli, and Andrew. I walked around this bush. I stuck my head in it, just looked just enough to the left to see the blue duct tape, and I sniped that shit. Oh, that's of course. Oh my God, that's so bad. And I sniped it so fast, so fast, I grabbed it. And I grabbed it, I threw it, and I shoved it in my sleeve. We looked for about 10-15 minutes after that. Eli and Andrew, I'm putting it on, it's a flex. Eli and Andrew went around the other side of Day, and then Brianna and Parker and I decided that we're gonna go back out later. We're gonna go back out later and oh my God, we're gonna go back out later and keep looking. So this is our little alliance plus Parker.
Shallow 6.
Swag.
Part of me feels like someone, maybe even in the 6, already has it, and they're just trying to keep it secret, because I feel like we've looked everywhere on this campus, everywhere that could potentially fit the clue, places that don't even fit the clue at all, and we have found nothing. So I'm really thinking that someone already has it and they're trying to just keep it low key, keep it on the DL, and try and pretend like they don't.
Okay, so we're at New House and we got to this light and it was it's a perfect situation because there's... It's called the skylight. It's called the skylight and it's clear, it's a light.
It's clear, it's a light, there's this little sign in front of it, and it has, I look so gross. It has like a little sign in front of it. I feel bad you're not all in it.
Yeah, there's footsteps around it, so we think it might have been
Yeah, I think somebody took it from there.
No one knows that Julia and I do know each other. Her and Mario are pretty close, but we all three of us have hung out a lot of times, so we do know each other, but we're really kind of downplaying that, which is working out really well, and I think like no one's suspecting, which is good.
I know Parker and Mario previously, like Mario and I'm like best friends with his cousin, and they're roommates, which we're keeping a huge secret and we're pretending like we don't know each other.
So I was just on the phone, well I'm obviously Mario's roommate, and I was on the phone with Julia because we're all like friends outside of the game.
I'm not telling anybody. I just am not telling anybody. I almost let it slip to Parker. I was almost gonna be like, I found it, but it's not worth it. This is something I need to keep for myself, play for myself.
She pulls out the idol and she had found it, and I like was so shocked because it's just crazy. And so she told me and Mario, and we're the only ones to know, which feels really good. And so at this point, like, I feel kind of the closest to Julia, but I don't think anyone knows that. And so we're just both kind of trying to like control and sort of run our tribe from like separate like sides, and like we still have this alliance of 6, but it's like not that strong. Like no one really trusts Brianna.
Okay, we just
Wait, should we like try it? Like,
Is that it? Advantage. It's the tribe solver advantage.
It's a what?
It's the tribe solver advantage. So like someone we're tribe solving before point. Yeah. So
hello.
In season 2 they got this. So okay, let me read it. I know what it is, but in this season
Brianna's also playing really, really hard, and I think that we're pretty close right now, but I'm definitely a little bit wary of that. She's going at it. She's a super fan, and she's like making it known that she's a super fan. So it's a lot right now.
This advantage allows the user to swap themselves with another person on another tribe, or swap 2 people on 2 different tribes. If you wish to hand this advantage off to someone in the game, you must create a group chat and swap with the swap for Luke. And if you get voted up with this advantage, you have to give it to someone.
Eli, Savannah, and I went out idol hunting as per usual, as we've done literally every day for the past week. I've probably been looking for the idol like 8 hours over the past, 8 to 10 hours over the past 4 days.
So we were walking around Lawrenceton for literally no damn reason, because we said fuck it, we'll just look forever. Exactly. And I saw this hanging on the little card swipe thing. But I'm really confused. We're all really confused because there's literally no wrapping.
There's no like
clue.
instructions.
We don't know if it was like if it's either fake or if it was like picked up by someone and then just left there. Like it's like even on Real Survivor they leave notes. Like what the hell?
But it looks like pretty legit. So
it looks like all the ones in the past season.
I saw it. I saw something hanging, and I ran up towards it. I literally didn't even say anything to them until I was able to like see it and get it.
Honestly, I'm kind of happy that it wasn't me that found it, because I feel like this is gonna give Brianna a target on her back.
I said to them, and like, I was like, would it be okay if I spent like a couple of hours looking for the idol first, since I'm literally the reason there's being a new one put in play. Like I'm the reason they realized the original was ever missing.
She even asked us if she could have the idol, if any of us found it. I don't know if anyone found the idol. We've at first found the idol. You all know what happened. It apparently wasn't the actual idol, or it was disqualified.
Julia was like, Julia was also like a completely understanding. Julia literally lives in Day, so she can basically go ahead and look whenever she wants. And she was like, go ahead. And then Parker's like, Parker and I are super close, so I would have told him either way. And he was like, go ahead.
Brianna and me like got really close like on the first day, but she's playing really, really hard. And she was saying that she thought that Julia could have had the idol. And I was like, no, she definitely doesn't. And so I told Julia this, and Julia already did not trust Brianna, and now Julia's thinking that she might try to get Brianna out. The question is when would be a good time to do that, because yeah, I don't think this core 6 is as strong as it is.
I mean, Eli was with me when we found it, so if anyone were to be upset about me doing that, I think it would be Eli and Savannah, and they didn't have a problem. Savannah didn't say anything. Eli was like, no, you're good, I get it, go ahead.
She kind of screwed her own game up, honestly, like just by asking us this, like who on earth is gonna agree. And it really just shows that she is only really looking out for herself, and she is not really loyal to the 6, because if she was, she would give us all the chance to just go look for it. We would look in a group like we've been doing the past week.
Andrew was the one who had the problem, and he said, he was basically like, yeah, like, do whatever you want, but it's sus that, like, it's suspicious that you want to, like, have it for yourself, like, you want that power, because, like, I've been looking for the entire, I've been looking for it for the entire alliance to use. I wanted all of us to use it as a group, so, like, it's selfish that you would do that, and I don't think any of the rest of us would ask anybody else to do that.
I've been talking to Parker, I've been talking to Julia a lot, and we both are now just, like, pretty on board with, like, Bree's done, because this is way too much. She just asked us if she can have dibs on the new idol, because she, like, found this fake one or whatever with 2 other people. Very whack. So it was nice while it lasted, Bree.
Brianna is playing way too hard already. She's trying to assert herself and everything. She found an advantage about the tribe swap, and she told all of us that, and, like, we thought we were all good with her and everything, but then she's going behind all of our backs, just being like, yo, we should probably get this person out. I mean, she threw my name under the bus. She thinks that I'm trying to assert myself as, like, the leader of the group, when I'm really not. And I think we've all come to the sense that, like, honestly, if we lose a challenge, it's not that big of a deal. We just have to get Brianna back. I'm not saying I'm gonna throw tonight's challenge or anything, but, like, we just need to get her out because she's causing way too much paranoia.
Andrew's a little sus. I'm okay with Andrew being the first to go, even though I was starting to like him. Low-key, everybody else was, like, questioning him in the beginning, and then, like, as we started to look together more, like, I started to like Andrew more, and I didn't have a problem. And now I'm just like, alright, Andrew's so easy to boot at this point.
The 5 of us, besides Brianna, honestly kind of decided that we're a little bit sussed out by her and think that when it comes down to it, she's gonna have to be the first to go.
Brianna's just gotta go. She's causing way too much way too soon, and she's really just making it worse for herself every single day.
I just got back from the first challenge. We lost.
I thought we were gonna win, and we were all, like, really pumped up about it, but we didn't.
I knew we were gonna lose.
Marcelo definitely was the most disoriented, but, like, I don't know if he took the most time, you know, like, I don't, so that's that.
I just hope that some of the, like, mistakes that I made in the challenge don't cost me the game after 1 week, because I know I did walk backwards into maybe the line.
I have like a big pit in my stomach from that challenge. I literally thought I did so bad. I kept missing the bucket, and I really don't want to see that replay come time to watch the show, because it'd be really embarrassing. But I don't know. I hope they don't target me.
I just got this vibe from our tribe that was like we're like kind of like David versus Goliath kind of thing, except in this Survivor the Davids are not gonna prevail. So I kind of had the vibe that we weren't gonna be as good at the active challenge as the other tribe, especially when I saw who they picked for their collar and who we picked for our collar.
I did just get a text from Emma, who I think is the one who gave me a ride home from the challenge, although if I'm misspeaking, I'm sorry.
It was me, her, and then 2 of the guys. I don't even I didn't even really see who got in the front seat, but I'm pretty sure I was sitting next to Philip. Pretty sure, don't quote me on that. I'm gonna need a fact check on that.
I drove Will home, I drove Emily home, and I drove Phil home. I dropped off Will first for a reason.
She turned to us and she goes, all right guys, let's talk strategy. Everyone else in the car is like, okay, because everybody wanted to talk strategy, you could tell, but nobody wanted to be the first one. And then Emma volunteered to be the first one, so that was great.
She goes, here's what I'm thinking. And she's like, I say we vote Will, because in the challenge, Will was the caller, and she didn't think he did a great job with that. She was like, he's kind of just bringing the vibe down, he was yelling at people, and I'm thinking yeah, that was the job. It was to yell at people.
I think the reason that we lost the challenge was because Will was our caller and he was just yelling at us. He wasn't like trying to help us through being a good teammate. He was just yelling at us and telling us we were doing it wrong. And like, I know Mario didn't like that, and he made a comment to me about it because we're pretty close already.
I reached out to Mario purely based on I think he's cool and I would like to be friends with him and work with him, so I reached out to him. Maybe we can work together.
Also, I forgot to mention, like with Mario, he was like texting me after too and was like I forget exactly what he said, but it was about forming an alliance. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so down. Because nobody at this point has like said anything to me about an alliance. So I was like super pumped about that.
I'm talking to Emma and Maddie a lot. And I'm in the same wall with Maddie, which is nice.
Mario and Parker, who are on different tribes obviously, they're roommates here. Like, I know they showed up to the challenge separately. I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but they happen to be on different tribes.
Parker is my roommate who is from the other tribe, and Julie is a family friend who's also on the other tribe. So they've been FaceTiming every night, here and there. I'm hearing all of it, you know?
I live 4 floors above them, and I know this, so I'm not gonna say anything yet, but I'm just gonna keep it in the back of my head. If it's not public knowledge, which I have a feeling it's not.
And they tell me, you know, like, whatever. Julie found an idol that might have been our tribes, and someone else in their tribe, I think Brianna, found one too. And it, like, sucks because it's like, our team's not doing anything. They're on FaceTime doing this and that, finding idols, and we're just like...
I got a text from Emma today saying, Will on Friday, ? So... I guess that's the plan for now. I did throw out Will's name to Mario on our way back from the challenge. I kind of regretted doing that as soon as I did it, but so I'm hoping Emma came up with it on her own, so it was more like a group consensus than me throwing it out there and me being the reason he goes home.
So Maddie apparently has also come up with the same strategy as me, which is good, because that means there's 2 people on board. And I won't have like a target on my back for being like the sabotager or whatever.
It seems like the consensus is that everybody's voting Will.
Will thinks it's Lily. I don't know if Lily knows that Will thinks it's Lily, but that wasn't me. That was Emma's doing, not mine, so...
She said she wanted to get Lily out. It's tough for me. Because I was going to talk to Lily, and I was going to see, you know, what was up. Because I got good vibes from her. But... at the same time, here's what I'm weighing right now. Lily is like here, I guess. And then like me going out is like top priority is me not going out.
I think that he's going to be the easiest person to get out right now. And he's also going to be a detriment to the team if he stays. So I did say that first when we were in the car. I was like, I think that we should try and get Will out first. And as soon as I said that, Phil was like, I was thinking the same exact thing. I'm glad that you said that.
I'm like, yeah, no, I'm totally on board to go with Will. I thought that too. Will was really eager to be the captain, to be like the caller, whatever. And I'm like, I tried to play that up a little bit, you know?
He probably didn't do the best job that he could have. But I'm glad Emma's, I mean, obviously throwing his name out and not mine, but it makes me be like kind of cautious about Emma because she's hitting the ground running. Like, she is clearly playing this game for real. She is invested in it, and she's the one orchestrating like the first vote. And usually whoever orchestrates the first vote is a pretty good player throughout the season.
Emma is here to play the game, and I think she'd be very, very dangerous to my game in the later stages. Right now, I'm gonna have a good alliance with her. She seems like an awesome person. Talk it up, chat it up, whatever we gotta do. But if we get to that individual stage, it's going to be really hard to get rid of her in a way that doesn't put a target on my back.
I want to be in an alliance with Emma, and I think if I'm with her, then I'm less likely to get voted out. And I'm going to be in on the votes if she's the one orchestrating a lot of this stuff.
And Emma can always be a shield. She can always be a player that people are going to look at as more dangerous than me first. So if I have to be Emma's little goat and sit behind her and let her make decisions for a little bit, that's fine, because I know that there's other people that are the same as me and are willing to turn if need be.
The Emma girl, no, not Emma, Emily, no, what's her name? Maddie? Oh god. Yes, Maddie. She was super helpful in the challenge, but I don't see us vibing in the future, so honestly I'd get rid of her, but I don't think that's something that other people would want, and I'm not gonna be the one to bring it up.
I don't think they're sending me home because this is gonna sound really cocky, but I think they'll lose challenges if they send me home, because especially active ones, because I'm one of the most athletic people on the tribe. So if you're gonna have an active challenge and you don't want to lose to the other tribe, like, don't send home your best player.
But I'm stressed because I'm afraid that people could think that I could be a target. Like, say they stalk the Survivor Instagram, they see that I am vice president or was vice president. Like, there's just a lot of stuff, you know, to think about in terms of how I could become a potential target.
I'm just crossing my fingers, hoping that throughout the week I can connect with people, and I have to get to know people, start to get to know who I can like really trust, and who I can, I don't know, maybe form an alliance with. I don't really want to think about that because I want to be on good standing with everybody in my tribe, but yeah, like, I'm not gonna try to point names or anything right now.
I mentioned it, Marcelo, that there was obviously, like, in the beginning of Survivor, like, you're gonna make it through mostly if you have like a group, like a group or a general alliance of people, like, over time, so that, like, you're on the right side of the vote. And he seemed very, like, diplomatic in his answer about making a little groupie group. He's like, I don't want anyone to feel like they're, like, being ostracized. And I was like, yeah, like, I don't either. But honestly, this is fucking Survivor. Like, I don't, like, you're not gonna be a part of it. You're not gonna be, like, I don't know. I'm not taking this game to heart. I'm just stressed because I'm competitive and I want to be good. Like, you can't be taking this shit to heart, honestly.
I'm noticing that, like, maybe like some pairs and trios are like already kind of forming, and with me and Mel kind of already on the outside because we're not a freshman or sophomore, it might be ideal for us to you know, potentially just weave our way in there, and that's what I've been trying to do this week, trying to figure out who of the 7 I can trust, who of the 7 I can move forward with.
As for my alliance with Marcella, we actually have a mutual friend outside of the game, so I think that put a little bit more pressure on each of us to not backstab each other, just because of, like, you don't want to backstab someone you actually know. So I think my alliance with him is pretty strong right now, and he also thinks that our alliance is pretty strong, I think.
We mutually know people, and because of that, she recommended that we form an alliance. And I was like, yeah, I had already thought about it. Me and Mel have already thought about it, about potentially forming an alliance with her.
Marcelo and I have had, like, similar friends, like, all of college. So, yeah, like, he and I know each other. And, you know, we were definitely friendly. I didn't, like, hide the fact that we, like, sort of knew each other or whatever. But I drove him home after the challenge, and, like, we, like, sort of agreed, like, we're acquaintances, like, we know the same people, stuff, like, we're not gonna, like, hide that, but we're not gonna be, like, super chummy.
All of the other 7 members of our tribe walked, like, a separate way, and I realized immediately that that probably was not a smart idea, because although I knew Mel, and I knew that if there was anybody that I could potentially form an alliance with right off the bat, it would be her. We are both the only seniors in our tribe, and everyone else, I believe, is a freshman or sophomore. And that could spell a problem for us if we end up getting outnumbered.
I need to make sure that I'm establishing connections of my own and, like, not just riding on their coattails for the future of this game. In the future of this game, because then that's not going to end well for me. I could be the next on their chopping block, you know. That leaves, in the grand scheme of the rest of our tribe, that leaves me, Lily, Marcelo on the out.
My plan, it was kind of just like, I wanted to do it. was to see if Lily and I would, form an alliance. But I'd rather be in an alliance and in the game than in an alliance with Lily and out of the game. So this is a tough scenario. I'm gonna see what happens. I'll play it kind of cool, like, oh yeah, if we get the numbers, it's fine. And then I kind of want to feel Lily out too, see what she's like, what she's thinking about, and if we can actually get the numbers, I might be okay with switching to Lily.
Marcelo and I both reached out to Lily, as she wasn't a part of their original plan, so we're like, okay, we could scoop her up.
Marcelo tells me that Will had thrown out my name as like who they were voting for. And so I kind of freaked out and I was like, what the hell? And reached out to some other people to see if they had heard that, because I didn't know if Marcel was lying or if he was telling me the truth, even though he was insisting he was telling me the truth. And it seems like he was. And people agreed with Will in a lying way of that they were gonna all vote me, or that some of them were gonna vote me, in basically an attempt to make Will not realize that he was getting voted out.
Unfortunately, I think I was the first person that Will reached out to, which sucks. But he's gonna think I'm a terrible person, but it's Survivor, okay? I did come here to make some friends, but I also came here to win the game.
So I think right now I have Philip with me. I have Emma with me. Emma said she was going to talk to Maddie and Mario. So with me included, that's 5 of us. We have the majority and we'll be fine. I don't know if Maddie and Mario are chill or not. Well, actually, I spoke to Maddie a little bit. She hasn't talked to anybody. I don't think anybody's really talked to too many people yet. And I was getting kind of paranoid about it, actually. Because I was like, nobody's talking to me. That's a bad sign.
Will wants to put votes on Lily, and right now he's thinking that looks like me, Emma, Maddie, and Marcelo are all going with Will to vote for Lily.
I didn't do anything in the last challenge, so why would I be voted out? Because I didn't even get the opportunity to play because Will screwed up and we didn't win, and I was supposed to go last.
I mean, again, there's no such thing as a safe vote in Survivor, but this could definitely be an episode 1 blindside.
I'm thinking that people are gonna follow my lead in terms of voting people off. I think I do have like a sense of leadership over some other people on the team. I know Mario and Maddie, we all bonded over like our fear of not wanting to be first voted off, because that would be really embarrassing. And so I think the fact that us 3 all like on our own decided that Will was going to be first is a good sign.
She was the mastermind in Will, in the movement to vote off Will for now, meaning that she seems like she has a lot of pull right now with the tribe. And so that would be nice to have that on my side and have her as an alliance member, but I still gotta feel it out. I can't trust her right away.
Should Will go home and she orchestrated this entire thing? I don't know. I feel like that just puts a target on her back, and all I'll say is that she's definitely on my radar now.
The people on my tribe that I'd say I trust, Emma's not one of them. And I feel like Emma's probably my closest ally at this point, which is the fucking weirdest part. Because I've been communicating the most with her. I think I'm just getting a little bit too paranoid. I have a habit of that. I'm thinking too deep into this. I'm like thinking like, oh, if I vote with Emma now, they're just gonna think that, oh, I'm following her like a goat. Oh, if I'm not hearing everything that's going on everywhere in the first 20 seconds it happens, they're gonna vote me out, I'm done.
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow at Tribal everything goes to plan. It is kind of a scary thought that I could be blindsided, but I think that my alliances are strong enough to prevent that from happening.
Welcome, Morado, to your first tribal council. Well, let's get right into it. Lily, what was it like to play Survivor Syracuse for the first time?
It was super fun. I was kind of bummed I didn't get to play in the National Challenge, but I still had a good time. I think we have a good team. Even though we lost, I think it was a good test of figuring out how we all work best together, which I think will help us in the long run.
Well, what were you feeling walking up to the first challenge, starting the game?
I was trying to prep myself, okay, you gotta say hi, you gotta beat all these people now, just trying to make good first impressions.
Awesome. Emma, how did it feel after you guys lost the first challenge?
It felt pretty defeating, but it's okay.
No. So, starting off with this track, how's the dynamic? How are you feeling with it?
Everyone's super chill, even chatting right before the meeting, because I was it's a nice dynamic, everyone's friendly.
So, in a first vote like this, how do you decide who to get off?
I think that's super hard because there's literally minuscule information to go off of, which, I don't know, it's hard.
What do you think, Maggie?
Yeah, like Mel said, there's really not a lot of information to go off of, so it's really just nitpicky stuff, I guess, that you can really talk about even, or you just go with the people that you hear from others. So, it's just really kind of
So, at the tribal, you guys obviously lost, and there was problems with that loss. Will, do you feel like there was any pressure on you since you were the caller for the loss?
Yeah, I did feel like I let my tribe down a little bit. At the same time, I feel like that specific challenge is I know I'm the caller and I'm supposed to be guiding them, but there's only really so much that you can do. You can't even see what you're throwing at, and if you have nothing to go off of, you're just kind of shooting randomly. So I feel confident that they'll see it that way too.
Marcelo, what about you? You kind of spun out and walked in the wrong direction when you did it. Do you feel like that puts your name on the chopping block?
I definitely thought about it a decent amount because I thought that out of any one of us in the tribe, I definitely made the most drastic mistakes there. But I feel like as a competitor, I'll be stronger in future challenges, and I feel like that is. And within the dynamic of the group, I feel like I can contribute more, and I think I can contribute more to the fact where it would be great to stay, and I think it would be a mistake to let me off, I would say.
And now moving into the week. Usually in the first week of a Survivor game, tribes will get together and they'll meet as a group just to bond. Did that happen with your tribe this week?
So if they did, I didn't know about it. But yeah, we've just been texting each other, I think. And I actually feel like I was kind of out of the loop because for those of you who don't know, we had to make a new group chat because I wasn't getting the messages. So that's why I wasn't responding if you were texting me. So that's the main source of my anxiety right now is feeling like I lost a few days on that too.
Emma, is the first vote of a Survivor game ever a simple vote?
No, I don't think so. I think it's really hard to pick a person while you know so little about them. And it definitely it's harmful emotionally because I feel bad, but no, it's not simple.
Phil, do you think tonight could possibly be a blindside for some people?
I think there's always a possibility for a blindside, especially when, we've only been texting each other. We didn't really have a lot of time to meet in person and get to know a lot about each other. So I think a blindside's always on the cards, but tonight, with so little to go off for so many people, I think there's a little bit of a greater chance tonight.
Mario, is there any feeling in your head that you could be the one going home tonight?
Literally every day, I'm always so paranoid. I don't know if I'm being too political or paranoid with anything, any text or anything, but you never know. It's Survivor. So.
What about you, Lily? Do you feel like you have any heat on you this week? Do you feel like you have a chance of going home?
I mean, my only concern is that because I didn't get to compete, that maybe it would be a kind of a write-off because you don't know how I would do in challenges or something like that. So it's kind of could be just the easy vote like we were talking about. But I hope that's not the case because I feel like
that's not really the smartest decision in a way, because it's almost like you want to vote off somebody who, I don't know, has shown what they've done or something like that. I don't know. I'm still nervous. Kind of like Mario. I'm like, I could get voted at any minute, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Will, how in the first week do you avoid being the first one voted off?
I think you just have to kind of go off of what you've been feeling out from other people when you first met them, and from just hearing what you've been talking or reaching out to people, talking to them, just making sure you stay in the loop, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And Mario, what's this vote going to do for your tribe?
I mean, it's so hard to see because it's only been a week of us knowing each other, so we don't know what we're losing when we go now. So hopefully we'll win the next challenge.
Mel, do you feel this vote is going to set the tone of the game?
Yeah, I think inherently that no matter how it goes, if it will set the tone, because it's the first thing. I mean, obviously the challenge from last week, but it's the first thing you have to like decide or accomplish as you know. So it's going to show how cohesive or not cohesive you are, and yeah.
All right, and with that, we'll get to the votes. Maddie, we're going to start with you, and we're going to go over to the right.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to like be casting about, you know, instead of performing. Sorry, Will.
Sorry it didn't work out. Maybe in a parallel universe, things could have been different, I don't know.
Once the votes are read, the decision will be final. The person voted out will be asked to drop their buff and leave tribal council area immediately. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote. Will. Second vote. Will. That's one vote, Will. One vote, Will. Third vote. Will. Fourth vote. Will. That's 3 votes, Will. 1 vote, Will. Fifth vote. Will. And the first person voted out of Survivor, you were Will. That's 5, that's enough. Come up here and drop the buff. Will, the tribe has spoken. All right, Murado, you got through your first vote. It was almost unanimous. I hope this was the fix you needed so you guys can succeed in the future. I got nothing else for you. At that.
Next time on Survivor.
When was the last time any of you guys took a geography course?
Angie's gotta go. Angie's gotta go.
I don't want to play with sheep. That's the thing. Like, I want to play against people who want to play like me.
So I'm kind of the mole.
I don't have as much of a grip on this game as I thought I did.
Someone will be the second person voted off of Survivor Syracuse Season 5 New Era.
Sucks to be the first voted off. I'm not really sure what I did. I'm excited to see, I guess, what was going on behind the scenes.
See you.
I mean, I was suspecting it a little bit. I had like an inkling. I got like weird feelings about it, but I mean, I just had to put my trust where it was, I guess. And it wasn't anywhere.